absolutely nothing. No Grandma, no food on the stove or counter, and no smell that either had ever been there. Nothing but the always lingering hint of Grandma's Jergens lotion. "You're late." Her voice came from the living room, the same room Brandy had just walked through. She turned back. "I'm not. It's just now 6 o'clock. I asked you to be home by 5:30 tonight." It was a statement. Nothing more, nothing less. At least Grandma wasn't a lecturer, which made her infinitely better than most grown-ups. 5:30, really? When did you say that? "Last night. I told you we were going to our neighbor's house for dinner, my friend who lives just a couple of streets over." "Oh, right." Brandy waved her hand dismissively. "Have a good time. I'll just fix some mac and cheese right here and call it good. I'm going to the movie with some friends later." "Nope. You're coming." The determination in Grandma's voice was unusual enough that Brandy paused to consider. No reason to turn this into a showdown. Just a little bit of reasoning, and they would all go their merry ways. "Why? I'm sure the two of you will have more fun without me around, and I'm plenty able to fend for myself." "No, you need to come with me. My friend's granddaughter lives with her, too. You two can get to know each other. It's time you found a nicer group of friends." "My friends are fine." "We're going. Now." What was with this newfound bossiness? Brandy hesitated. Would it be best to dig in and fight hard, hoping to avoid a similar situation in the future? Or just give in this once and hope it was a one-time thing? Fact remained, she was hungry, and there was no way this dinner could last more than an hour or two at most. Still plenty of time to meet up with her crew later. Might as well give Grandma the satisfaction of believing she'd won this round. Okay, let's get this over with. Sabrina watched until her grandmother disappeared from the dining room back into the kitchen, then continued to listen until she was more than certain she could move without being seen. As soon as the coast was truly clear, she reached into her pocket for the 2 white pills that waited there. She popped them into her mouth, swallowed them dry, then returned to setting the table. She took care to line up the silverware just perfectly. Tonight meant a lot to Nana. "I don't know. Do you think maybe we should use the fancier plates?" Just that fast, Nana reappeared in the dining room. Hopefully, Nana hadn't seen the Tylenol, because it would definitely tip her off that Sabrina wasn't feeling well. "No, I think these are beautiful. It's just a casual dinner. No reason to be too formal about this, right?" The old lace tablecloth had been around for far longer than Sabrina, she was sure of that. Yet just like everything in Nana's house, it felt warm, cozy, and familiar. I suppose you're right. Don't want to come across as pretentious." She walked closer to the table and looked around. "Yes, these will do just fine." She still didn't look quite convinced. "Mrs. Jenkins is such a nice lady. I look forward to meeting her granddaughter. From what I gather from Maudie, she hasn't fallen into the best crowd at school. I'm sure hoping the two of you get along, that maybe she can look to you as something of a role model." "I'll do my best," Sabrina saluted. "I know you will, darling." Nana gave a nod of satisfaction, moved as if to turn, but then stopped and jerked back around. "You okay? You look a little pale." Sabrina had lived there long enough to know what was going to happen next. Nana would put her hand on Sabrina's forehead, make a clucking sound, then go in search of the thermometer. Sabrina was pretty certain the results would show a low-grade fever, which would ruin their plans for the evening. As appealing as it sounded to go to bed, she knew her grandmother was looking forward to this event, so she took evasive action and made for the front of the house. "I'm fine, just a little tired. You know how I get when I'm working on a school project. You don't get enough rest, that's for sure and for certain. You need to take better care of yourself. When you came to live here, I promised your mother I'd see that you got healthy meals and enough rest." "Oh, Nana, grown-ups worry too much.